Population Control Bill. Much has been talked about it, enough politics done around it as well. But today on FII, we keep aside the politics and deep dive into the bill itself. Can India manage to control its population with this bill? Well, that's the question we're asking, and without any further ado, let's get started with our explainer. Now, the Population Control Bill, the draft version of it, once it is passed by the UP Assembly, will bar people from availing the government subsidies and other government benefits if they have more than 2 children. Now, the two-child policy is a way of penalizing those who have more than 2 kids, but did you know that it also offers incentives if you have just 1 child? At the moment, India does not have a national child policy, but 2 BJP states, Uttar Pradesh and Assam, have moved towards that direction. In fact, there are some other states who have their own version of this policy. We'll talk about that as well. So, where did the entire need first come in from? Let's talk about that first. India is projected to overtake China as the most populous country by 2025, and India's most populous state is recorded as Uttar Pradesh with a population of around 220 million. The BJP government has proposed this will, it says, to give incentives to those who will help in the population control. But what exactly is the target that the UP government is looking at? They want to bring the birth rate to 2.1 per thousand population by 2026 and to 1.9 by 2030. This, they say, will stabilize the population in the state in order to promote sustainable development and also equitable distribution of resources. So, like we said, under the bill, those who have more than 2 will stand to lose and those who don't will get incentives. So, let's look at first the penalties here. Penalties for those who have more than 2 children. They will be debarred from government welfare schemes. There will be a limit on the number of ration cards that the family can get, only 4. They cannot apply for government jobs, and there will be a ban on contesting local body elections as well. But if you have only 2 children, there are incentives, like government employees will get 2 additional increments than their peers who have more than 2 kids. Subsidy for purchasing of plots, houses, rebates on utility charges like water and electricity as well, and maternity and paternity leave for 12 months. There will also be a 3% increase in the employer contribution under the National Pension Scheme and free health care and insurance for spouses. But to avail any of these incentives, what do the parents have to do? They have to undergo a voluntary sterilization after their second child. They will have to produce that certificate and proof of that surgery, and only then will they avail these benefits. And if you thought those perks were plenty, think again, cause the draft bill also has maximum incentives and even cash rewards for those who decide to have only 1 child. If you have 1 child, then the perks are plenty, even if you're not a government servant. For parents who are not government employees but have 1 children, again, they will have to undergo voluntary sterilization. They will get rebates in taxes on water, housing, home loans. If a parent of a single child opts for vasectomy, that is, then the child will be entitled to free medical facilities until the age of 20. Such children are also proposed to get free education, insurance, and preference in government jobs. If a couple, which is in the BPL category, which is below poverty line, they have only 1 child and they undergo voluntary sterilization as well, they will receive a one-time amount, a cash reward, so to say, of 80,000 rupees if the single child is a boy and 1 lakh if the child is a girl. The act shall also apply to married couples where the boy is not less than 21, of course, and the girl not less than 18. So that's about UP. But what about Assam? Well, in 2017, Assam brought in a population and women empowerment policy in which government employees were asked to strictly follow the 2-child norm, and the policy also included panchayat and other local body elections under which anyone with more than 2 children can be elected or nominated. Also, no government jobs would be given to persons having more than 2 children. This was after January 1st, 2021. But A lot of people think it's just UP and Assam, which has been often discussed. But the two-child policy, in its different avatars, different forms, is already in place in 7 other states. Let's take Rajasthan first. The two-child policy for government employees was actually relaxed in 2018, which meant that the compulsory retirement on the birth of a third child was removed. This happened ironically under the BJP government, but even now, those with more than 2 children cannot contest local body polls. In Madhya Pradesh, the two-child norm for government services came into being in 2001, which meant that those with more than 2 children were ineligible for government service. However, after again their relaxation in 2005, they could contest local body elections. In Gujarat, those with more than 2 children cannot contest any local body polls. This has been in place since 2005. And in Maharashtra, those with more than 2 kids, again, cannot contest any local body polls. Women with more than 2 children cannot benefit from public distribution system. Ironically, the burden of responsibility here is on the woman. In Orissa, the Zilla Panchayat Act bars those with over 2 kids from contesting elections. So the two-child policy, as you can see, has been around for a while in various forms in different states. The thing to note here is that the other state apart from UP and Maharashtra, which have the highest population, is Bihar, where no such provision is in place. But these population control measures first began in China, remember. China was the first to lean on these coercive instructions and instruments that penalize parents to curb population growth. But let's see what happened there, because China is a fascinating story. In 1980, China implemented the one-child policy for population control. But in 2016, they replaced the one-child policy with two-child limit. And experts said that the policy failed to result in a sustained surge in births, as a high cost of raising children in Chinese cities deterred couples from starting families altogether. And now, as a result of that, in 2021, China has announced that it would allow married couples to have 3 children because of the alarming decline in their working age population and a significant increase of the elderly population.